Yeah. So today, Star Wars The Last Jedi opened in theaters, and we got ourselves a first look at all its glory, or the lack of it, depending how you feel about these sequels. It is the second film in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, following Star Wars The Force Awakens, but it's the 8th installment in the franchise, but the 9th film if you include last year's spin-off Rogue One, which I owe you guys a review for, but it's coming soon. My review of The Force Awakens will be in the description. Following the events of The Force Awakens, Rey begins her Jedi training under Luke Skywalker, who is unsettled about Rey's strength with the Force. Meanwhile, the Resistance prepare to continue the fight against the First Order, which is led by Kylo Ren and the mysterious Snoke. So, Last Jedi. I like it. What do you think?
It's good.
Not bad. It's not The Empire Strikes Back, but kind of better. I like it.
Wasn't disappointing?
Yeah, I think it wasn't like my day of Halloween. That was disappointing.
Oh, damn.
That was really disappointing.
Break that back?
Yeah, I'm never gonna let that down. But this was a really good film. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Got more than what I expected, though. Way more than I expected.
I definitely was almost asleep.
Yeah, you fell asleep
for 2 seconds.
I mean, it is a 2-hour, 30-minute movie, so you're gonna find yourself sleeping at one point of the film. There's not much you can say about this film. This was a really good Star Wars film. Like, I thought it was gonna really go heavy with, like, following what Force Awakens did, which was basically almost a reboot of A New Hope, but it was all right. It wasn't too much. It didn't rely too heavy on The Empire Strikes Back. It had some of the elements, but it didn't rely heavy on it. It felt like an original Star Wars story, and it felt like it really expanded on the universe of Star Wars.
One of the things I did like about it, though, was they jumped right into the action, and they followed up right from the next movie. And then they cleared up a lot of shit, a lot of shit.
They didn't clear up everything, but we'll get to the spoilers a little bit later. But in general, the story, I think, it makes sense. It works. There were some moments in the film where I'm just like, oh god, they're gonna go for it, but it didn't feel too weird. You remember those Disney spin-off and sequels that used to come after the main movie went to theaters? It almost felt like that at sometimes, but it felt perfect. It felt like it belonged in theaters a lot of times. These new aliens, they keep showing every once in a while. Now we know where blue milk comes from and stuff like that. I feel like, remember after Pokemon started showing the new Pokemon after the 151st Pokemon, after they introduced Mew and Mewtwo? That's where I feel like we at right now, Star Wars.
You're killing an illusion.
Where are all these species coming from? We didn't even understand the beginning of all the other species, and now you have to throw more at it. But of course, it's just to sell more merchandising, more toys. But I get it. It's whatever. You want to go and give Chewie a pet? Alright, get Chewie a pet.
They gave Chewie a pet. Chewie gonna go vegan. Just
Spoilers. This is where the spoiler starts. Everyone thought Rey would go to the dark side or Kylo would go to the light side. Everybody was wrong. So you can throw those conspiracies out the window. A lot of us thought we'll find out who is Rey's parents. Still don't know who Rey's parents is yet.
Oh, we know.
I don't know. We know what Kylo Ren said who her parents was, but we don't know. We still got another movie. He could be lying.
Niggas sold that bitch.
They basically
sold
crackheads.
That bitch.
They were cokeheads, crackheads, junkies, space junkies.
Because they sell junk.
They needed a fix, so they sold Rey.
Well, there was alcoholic space junkies. That's what they was.
Is it me or now in all these Star Wars movies they have to say the title at one point?
I will have killed the last Jedi.
I thought it was really interesting how it started to come off like a Tarantino film when they were shooting at Luke. I really thought that was his blood that just went all over the place.
We thought it was over.
But
game over, man.
Game
over.
It was really good to see Yoda show up in the film. Just like Empire Strikes Back, Yoda pops up in the second film. So it was really good to see an old friend.
Yeah, good old Yoda. But all y'all fan geeks is going to pay attention to his cheekbones, because I saw it too. It's like Yoda was eating good in the spirit world. That's why
he went more puppet than they went digital. He's no longer a digital character anymore. It looked like they went back to the puppet. It looked like a mixture of both. It was a mixture of both the puppet and the digital.
Look at the cheekbones. They got Buddha cheekbones.
It became a little bit more authentic, if you ask me. Another thing that was very interesting. Another thing that was very similar to Empire Strikes Back was the fact they had the young apprentice seduced by the dark side, the same way Luke was seduced by the dark side in the Empire Strikes Back. When the people get betrayed by someone they begin to trust, like how Lando did in the original Empire Strikes Back, and now he got that with Bell, DC but he didn't. He's still a bad guy at the end of the day. He didn't really help.
Yeah, and the uppercut spoiler. The bad guy apprentice kills the main bad guy.
Word. That was more of a killing. That's not really more of Empire Strikes Back. That was a lot more like What's the first one? The Phantom Menace. That was more of the killing of the Phantom Menace with Darth Maul. So that was pretty interesting to see they went all the way back.
No, that wasn't Darth Maul.
That was Darth Maul.
That wasn't a Darth Maul killer. That was the Sith killing. No. When Darth Vader killed the nigga, threw him over, killed his master. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, but I'm talking about being split in half. Like Darth Maul.
I'm talking about,
it's almost being split in half.
Okay, It's a lightsaber. Someone gonna get split.
The same way Vader was telling Luke about his parents, it was the same way how Kylo was trying to tell Rey about her parents. It was very similar. He was trying to bring her to the dark side and have her team up with him. The same way Darth Vader was offering Luke to team up with him. It was cool to see R2-D2 talk to Luke. It's been a minute. And he did the same thing he did in episode 4.
My boy R2 cursed that nigga fuck out. He got in his ass. Like, fuck you, man, nigga.
And it was really good to see Luke and Leia in the same scene because when was the last time we saw them on screen together since the original series? And there's some moments in this film that kind of remind me of Fast and the Furious 7 when we all knew that Paul Walker was going to disappear at one point in the film, so we were just waiting for him to kill him off. And then they're like, oh no, you thought we were going to kill him? No, we didn't do it yet. They do the exact same thing here with Leia in this film.
It's fucking 10 minutes into the movie.
But spoiler alert, she doesn't die. We do lose somebody, but it's not Leia, which is interesting because I don't know how they're going to play this off for the next one. Word. But it'll be interesting to see. Now, usually I have 3 things I don't like about these movies, but I like this one. I have nothing against this film. I enjoy it. I feel like they did better with Finn. To me, was almost like a coon in space in the last movie, and now he's not so much. I mean, he's still chasing his woman. So he's like, "Way!" But besides him trying to chase his woman all over space, because that's his woman, it was all right. It was okay. He wasn't so much cooning this time. And I don't know where their relationship stands in this one. I don't know if he's in a friend zone because now there's another girl in the mix. But
he able to play B.
Finn got options now. Finn got options. He's like, keep playing around if you want, Ray. I got options now. Now, you know me. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. I'm sure you can tell because in my video, you did the big old Darth Vader sitting right behind me. But I love Star Wars. It's one of my favorite escapes. I love going to the movies to escape. And Star Wars is like one of the main films I go to see to escape from it all. So tell us what you guys think. Do you like the new Star Wars movie? Let us know in the comments below. What scenes you like? What scenes you hated? What scenes worked for you? What scenes didn't work for you? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share. Much love. God bless. 2 pieces of chicken grease. Later, guys.